Hey guys, Kettlebell's this Mojo Strength Gym in Sydney. So, first thing we're going to do is look at hanging onto the kettlebell. It's a couple of ways. Hanging onto the handles like this. Now, one of the things I notice with a lot of trainees, especially when they first start, they tend to pull their arms in like this and hold the kettlebell like that. Okay? What this does is gives you a tendency to lean forward when you're squatting because the weight is pulling you forward. You can get them to wrap their elbows around the kettlebell like that, and that is going to force their elbows forward, so when they squat their elbows come forward. I find the best way to hold it is by the ball, because if they come in like that, it's a lot harder to hold, so they have to push their elbows forward to hang on to it. So it's just an improvement in the way they hang on to it, and it's just hand on towards you, thumbs in between, and you're hanging onto the ball. Yep, it's quite stable. Good. Another thing that we like to teach here at Mojo Strength is foot placement. What we like to do is slightly turn our toes in. We externally rotate our feet, so you screw them into the ground, externally rotating your toes, internally rotating your heels, and that's going to switch on your hamstrings, your glutes. You'll feel it all through your calves, everything like that. So from that point, so you're already setting yourself up quite well because you're nice and solid and everything's activated before you even start. So we screw our feet into the floor, elbows are forward. So what we like to do too is to pull down to the bottom. Rather than just let gravity drop us into the bottom position, we screw our feet into the floor, we pull ourselves to the bottom position, nice big chest, drive, bring your knees down to, or your elbows down to your knees, head high, don't let it drop onto your chin, and push up. Okay, so you pull down, push up, and the whole time we're screwing our feet into the ground to create plenty of tension in our glutes and hamstrings. So, going back to that previous pointer, when you are goblet squatting, hang onto the ball, screwing your feet into the floor. If you really want to make a big chest, pull your shoulders back, pushing your elbows forward, and you are squatting down with a flat back. Don't let your shoulders round and your back round. Push your chest up, bang. Another thing I often see from the bottom position is if someone's not real strong, their arse tends to lift before the kettlebell, and it's more like bastardized good morning. So one way to fix that, and this is in virtually any type of squat, we're going to push on the kettlebell first. So set yourself up, we screw our feet into the ground, elbows there, big chest, pull to the ground, right, and we push on the kettlebell first, and that helps drive the hips forward rather than letting the kettlebell drop forward. That works also when you've got a bar on your back. If you push through the bar, hips are going to help come forward. So just a little thing to remember. So don't let your hips come up first. Make sure you push on that kettlebell and you lift and drive your hips forward. At the top of the movement, squeeze your glutes, lock out your knees, make sure you're in that top position, nice and solid. Also, when you're in that top position, try and shorten the distance between your pelvis and your rib cage, and you're just pulling it down. So you're hanging on, pull down, tightens everything up, obliques are turned on, abs are turned on, you're pulling your shoulders down, that turns on your lats, and everything's tight, pulling down, pushing up. Squeeze, keep everything tight. Don't let it relax, keep it tight. So this has been helpful for you. Don't forget, subscribe to the Mojo Strength channel, share it, like it, and drop me a comment on the bottom. Thanks very much. See you on the next one. Cheers.